Ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to another episode of Real Talk. And people, see my people, just came back from work, you know, and obviously lots of news. And this time, negative news, people. We can't seem to catch a break, people. This time, it's a negative one. Just at the start of the season, people, just at the start of the season, it's from one negative news to another news. People, look around, the YouTube space, in all these big channels, when they invite Arsenal fans to actually go there and actually talk. They're not, these people, they're not saying the truth. They're lying. Someone would just say, oh, was sitting pretty, was sitting comfortable. Bro, what comfort is this? This is not sitting comfortably. People, we genuinely, we are in trouble. We are in trouble, people. Like, people, we are in trouble. We're literally in trouble, people. But first of all, people, as you're popping into the channel, smash the like button, send, a message into the chat. Let me know that you're here. Because people, we need to talk. We need to have a honest conversation about what's really going on, people. A very, very big and honest conversation. Yeah, we need to have it. The second topic we'll be talking about today would be Kai Havertz. Injured, people. We are in trouble. From the get-go, you could see the theme of our show today. Arsenal knockout punch, people. Kai Havertz in knee injury, prolonged layoff. And people, Arsenal can't even catch a break, people. We can't catch a break, people. We can't just breathe as Arsenal fans, people. We can't breathe. We are always suffocated. Always suffocated. It's a big problem in our football club. And things need to change, people. Like, I can't keep saying this all the time. And I'm not saying that Kai Havertz is a big player in our football club. But he is the only option we have after Victor Gyökeres. And we can see that Victor Gyökeres is actually struggling to actually get one or two things. You need your backup striker to be ready. Pending until you find how to embed Gyökeres successfully into the team. Yeah? And the first news we're having after the first game is our second striker has gone down with a knee injury, people. Make this make sense, people. Make this make sense. As in, people, make this make sense to me. I need you Arsenal fans out there to make this make sense to me. Because seriously, I see no sense in this. There is absolutely no sense in what is going on. First of all, it was the absence of Nordgaard. Yeah? First off, it was the absence of Nordgaard. As if that wasn't enough, people. As if that wasn't enough. He was missing in that Manchester United game. I asked a question, yeah? And these are the questions people are asking. Big ups to the Waffle Don, my guy. Waffle Don, I'm thinking of us having a show this evening. I was going to contact you, after I came back from work, but I'm so pissed off. I just came back. I just dropped my bag and I'm going off. I mean, see, Waffle Don, I'm going off. Yeah. Angry Goonies, man. We have to get it done. We have to get it done this night. I mean, we can't catch a break, people. Arsenal, we can't catch a break. We can't breathe as Arsenal. See, people, when was the last time you went into a season and then you just breathe? Pessimistic Arsenal fan is here. He says, Arsenal need to go in the market immediately. Because, see, the pessimistic Arsenal fan, you should be shut down right now for even saying those words. Go into the market to bring who? To go bring another Noni Madueke? I don't even trust the manager to even make the right decision. People, 185 million pounds have been given to this manager to actually go get us something. Let's don't act, people. Oh my days, people. Let's don't even pretend that this manager hasn't been backed in this transfer window. People, Arsenal fans, please, let's don't act as if our manager hasn't been backed in this transfer window, people. Yeah, look at the trash we have. Look at the trash we have. Big up to Kevo Talks Football, my guy. Kev, please, people, subscribe to real channels, yeah? People doing great things, yeah? It doesn't matter how small. Leave all these big channels. I've seen all these big channels. Bro, it's all talk, no action. These people don't even allow you to get your shit out. They don't even allow you to even critique your club constructively, people. Check out all these big channels, yeah? When they invite an Arsenal fan, yeah? When they invite an Arsenal fan, they want the Arsenal fan to say, oh, everything is okay. Everything is all good. We have no problem. We're going to win the league. Everything is okay. Kai Havertz, he has an injury, but yeah, we have Victor Gyökeres. People, no one likes Victor Gyökeres more than me, people. No one likes Victor Gyökeres more than me. But it's very, very key and very, very important when you're going into your new season or into the new campaign. Every hands must be on deck. You must have your second striker. Oh my God. Oh no. And these big channels here, they'll shut you down once you start talking constructively about, hey, we don't have this, let's get this corrected. How can you go into a new campaign with your second striker down and out with a knee injury? What is going on? I asked people, people, it just flew past people. After that game against Manchester United, I was on my channel on a solo show because you guys know I've started doing solo shows these days. I feel I don't get censored. I feel I talk. No one can whip me with a cane. I can actually stay on my channel and rant for like about 1 hour, 30 minutes non-stop, and no one is gonna trouble me. And I'm gonna be working with a very setting crew of people, Waffle Don, probably BBK Sports and Josh, and Oregon Guna. Apart from this, this totally neat people, I just want to talk. Because, I don't want no one censoring me. We have to talk because our football club is in trouble and we really, really need to get a grip of what's going on. When I saw that Nordgaard, people, this is a new signing. It is the manager signing, people. It's this manager signing. He signed Nordgaard, people. 11 million pounds of our own money. People, What is going on here, people? We can't seem to catch a break. We can't breathe as Arsenal fans going into the new season, people. And now Kai Havertz is done. It's done. And mind you, people, end of last season, yeah, Kai Havertz had an injury that sidelined him. And things went awry from there, especially when Bukayo Saka got injured too. That was the end of the season. We couldn't cope, people. So we need to start asking questions. What are these training methods? I mean, big up to the people popping into the show. Please, yeah, if you've not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Help me out, because, I mean, I'm looking at all these big channels, yeah. I mean, shout out to my peoples, yeah. Waffle Don TV, Oregon Guna, yeah. Josh True Guna, you know, all these guys, yeah. Northside LDN, all these guys that could actually talk. They could actually say something. BBK Sports, subscribe to the channels. These are real ones. Because in all these bigger channels, bro, no one is actually talking. Because I'm not talking about bashing the football club and actually putting us to the mud. No. What I'm saying is we need to constructively, yeah, critique what is going on. In what way is Havertz getting injured with a knee injury after the first game of the season, yeah? Going into the next game against Leeds, where you do know you would need Kai Havertz. You need him because our main striker is not being provided for. So if you to tweak the system, you could at least do it with someone who readily understands our system. With Kai Havertz coming in the second half, he could help us out. But right now, an injury has gazumped him right now. It's probably a knee injury. He injured himself last season. He just came out from that injury and he's now rushed in. And this is what you get when you rush players in. This is what you get when you don't allow players to just take it easy, go through rehabilitation, and they're good. This is what we get. This is our problem. It's an Arsenal problem. It's like we're cursed. It's like there's a magic serum that Arsenal have taken and we're being cursed right deep under. We're cursed. Yeah? How in God's name can we enter the next campaign, people, without our second striker? I mean, make this make sense. And then they would invite Arsenal fans to all these big channels. And I'm hearing rubbish. I'm hearing rubbish. You can't even talk. You can't even say anything. See, people, we need to look into why a new signing in Notgard. People, I swear to you people, yeah, I've always seen Notgard always play for Brentford. Bro, he never gets injured, people. See, people, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I hardly see Notgard injured, people. I don't know what I don't know what you man are telling me, yeah. I don't see that guy injured for Brentford. He's always there. And he's the captain of Brentford. I've never seen him injured. Why is it in Arsenal that this players are always injured? What is the problem? He walks straight into the Arsenal vote and suddenly a mysterious illness. The club is not even coming out and letting us know what is even really wrong with Notgard. And yet I open my messages today and whoa, I'm seeing Kai Havertz. And in the WhatsApp group I'm in, someone there talked about going to Chelsea and go bring in Action Jackson. Oh my God. Oh my Jesus Christ. Someone was mentioning that we should go get Jackson from Chelsea. Oh no. People, these guys are going to see people. I don't know how much of this I'm going to take again. I really don't know how much I'm going to take. I might as well just forget about Arsenal football, just throw away my channel for some time and just and just be with my wife. Because this is annoying, people. This is annoying. People, did you see what happened in the Real Madrid game yesterday? Shout out to everyone who's popping into the channel. You know, big ups. Tanush Edit is here. Name a car for an edit. Big ups to Tanush Edit. People, if you need your editing job, I mean, Edit is down there. Tanush, big ups to you, my guy. Big ups to you. This is a family. Please support everyone who is down here. And Slice is down here. Slice. We need to talk. Slice, Slice. I mean, see, it's not every time you have to be positive. We literally have to have words. So you better start typing down there. Big up to Slice. Is one of my biggest fans on this channel. Big up to you. Careful, people, make sure you subscribe to Waffle Don TV. Make sure, because he's my brother, I do a lot of shows with him. You know, I work with him all the time, and he's a very great person. You know, without that brother, it wouldn't really have been easy for me, you know, to work in this space, because Arsenal is a space where Arsenal YouTube is a space where sometimes, I mean, sometimes you just, I mean, Arsenal just have a way of messing you up. You need this, you know, this kind of friend that you could actually have conversations with that could just help you get through the day, you know, and Waffle Don is one of those people in this space for me, and I really respect his opinions on Arsenal stuff. Go subscribe to his channel, Waffle Don TV. Great guy. Also, Kevo Talks Football. People, go support Kevo. Kevo is a real one. But Kevo has something for us here. Sheldon is in the house. Sheldon, how can we be so positive? Kai Havertz has just gone under. How can we be positive right now? I mean, I want to be positive. I'm a positive guy. But, I mean, see, you have... How do I explain this to people? You have to give us positive news to actually regurgitate and push out. If there's no positivity coming out of the football club, how in God's name are you going to regurgitate any kind of positivity? How can you radiate any kind of positivity? Because everything you see right now, it's dark. I mean, it's dark. Where is the positivity? That you're going into a new campaign, Nordgaard is out. You're going into a new campaign, and for some reason, I can't see a Dolman play. People, what's going on here? That was the star of our preseason. He was the star. Why is he not? Why can't he play? What is going on here? Yeah, people, as if that is not enough. Opening my news today, and then I'm seeing Kai Havertz down and out. See, people, yeah. See, people. Give us positive. Arsenal Football Club, see, yeah. I really want to be positive about things, people. My channel it was founded on positivity. But this football club has actually, I mean, our ways, our doings, our dealings in the transfer window has made me bitter. I'm now so bitter about what's going on. Because, I mean, give me something to propagate. Give me something to say, hey, to tell these people that I see that maybe they're not so constructive with the criticism. Give me something to say to them and say, hey, man, it's not like this. It's like this. Where is the positive news? That you open you open the news and Kai Havertz is down and out. Where is the positivity? Why can't Arsenal fans open a season campaign, people? Why can't we open a season campaign and breathe? I mean, just breathe. As in, literally just breathe, catch a breath, catch a break, and think of literally how to go into the next, as in how to go into the season and dominate play. Yeah? And smash up these teams. And you know what? Yeah, we are in one of the most difficult seasons in that our first 10 games are very, very, very hard games, people. Our first 10 games, extremely difficult, people. Our next game is against Leeds. People are forget. Did you see Leeds against Everton? Oh my God. Leeds ain't no punks, people. They ain't no punks. So if you're not scared about what just happened to Kai Havertz, well, I'm sorry for you. If you can't see what happened to Kai Havertz as a big problem to this football club, I mean, you can as well just pack up, just pack up and just throw Arsenal into a dumpster and just go away. Because we are in big trouble, people. And it's fascinating that people aren't seeing this. People are comfortable on their seats, rolling around, swerving the chairs. Why in trouble? We can't catch a break, people. And people, do you know the worst part of everything, yeah? Even if you give this manager 120 million pounds, people, right now, do you trust this manager to go and bring in the player that we really need? See, people, this is the main problem. This is the issue at hand. Kai Havertz is injured. Let's say the owner comes out. Let's say the Kroenke, the whole organization, Josh, all of them. Let's just say, that they come out and say, oh, Mikel Arteta, I'm sorry, we just read the news, we're far back in America, and we just saw the news that Kai Havertz is out. What can we do to help you? And Mikel Arteta would say, please, I just need 120, 130 more million to actually go and refurbish the team again. After they have already spent about 200 million pounds, and yet we'll come out with a stinky win against Manchester United. We don't have no identity. Our captain is rolling around all over the place. We have Declan Rice, who is completely marooned into a number 8 position that I'm not really sure that is confident in playing in that position, and leaving Martin Zubimendi, who has just come into this league wide open, to make a big fool of himself. And then you went to bring in Victor Gyökeres. Good, no problem. You are the manager. The bulk stops with you. You demanded for him at the end of the day. They brought you Victor Gyökeres. You don't need to be a coach, people. You don't need to be a coach to understand how to use Victor Gyökeres. Yeah, he doesn't peddle in all this sideways passing. Kai Havertz, Martin Odegaard doing the Cruyff turn and swabbing his hair and trying to slickily, just throw the pass. No. If you watch the Portuguese football, people, I spend time to watch Portuguese football. I know what Victor Gyökeres is all about. People, he's an assassin. But in order for him to be an assassin, you need to give him the AK-47s. You need to bring in the ARs. You need to bring in the shotguns. People, how about that? You need to look the ball. See, you don't need to, no sideways pass. Look the ball up top, and then you get your carries. Make him face the defenders. Let him out. Set him free. Let him run. Put him on the run. That's how you get the best out of Victor Gyökeres. It doesn't peddle in all this shit. Set the ball up top and let man run at defenders. He's very good in actually bullying. See, he's actually good in bullying defenders. Put him in the middle of 2 central defenders, he bullies them. 1v1s, 1v2s, he's a beast. But you can't see him do these things because Mikel Arteta doesn't want to use him to the best of his abilities, people. That man is the problem in this football club. And this Kai Havertz injury has set me, bro, it has set me, people. I'm pained, I'm angry, and I'm bitter. I don't care what anyone says. You can't go into a season with just a striker who just came in from Portugal to be your instant savior. No, you don't do that. You don't do that. But the bigger picture and the bigger problem is that right now, I sincerely don't know if I could even trust this manager with any more money of this football club. People, do you see the problem that we're in? It's more of a disease rather than looking for a cure. I mean, it's kind of like a disease with no cure. So you can actually have the money to actually go get the cure to cure yourself, to cure your body. But the disease will remain because there is no impending cure for the problem you have at the football club. People, how about sales? Man are talking about bringing. How about sales with this football club? People, we can't even sell Kivior. People, we can't even sell Kivior for 20 million pounds. Let that sink in. We cannot sell Kivior for even 20 million. We're asking for just 30 million for Kivior. Kivio's Kivio's market price, yeah, it's 50 million. I know football clubs right now that you will walk up to if they owned Kivior and they will make that sale for 50, 60 million for Jakob Kivior. Do you know what, people? FC Porto has actually come to ask Arsenal for a loan deal for Jakob Kivior with an obligation to buy him. Why not sell this guy? Oh my days. Oh, Jesus Christ. People, do you literally see the problem I have with this football club? Big up to Godfrey. Godfrey's in the channel. Big up Godfrey. Big up to Adam Elmino. I mean, people, Adam Elmino. I mean, people. One game, one long-term injury. People, I mean, that's it. Adam has put it on the plate. One game, one long-term injury. Where are the muscles? I mean, Kai Havertz was training, I mean, in preseason and all this shit. I mean, we were always seeing photos, videos of Kai Havertz acquiring muscles. You know, I mean, bro got big biceps and everything. It's all for nothing. I'm actually more fit. And people have not even been to the gym. The last time I went to the gym was about 3 years ago. I have to start that now to get back in shape. But I'm bigger and I'm stronger than him, people. I'm stronger than him, people. Don't look at me like that because you know what, yeah? You know, my second job is as a referee. I referee games. I do tirelessly 90 minutes. 90 minutes. And I'm okay. I don't come off with injuries. After one game, and this guy's injured. What is going on here? Voodoo Gaming, you know, my brother, and you know, of course, my moderator down here on the channel. I mean, he says, "Talkie Tony, these people think Leeds is gonna be easy." People, I mean, I've told you people, Leeds ain't no punks. If we don't organize well, people, on Saturday, oh my God. If Arteta doesn't get his act right, people, yeah, on Saturday, we will be grilled meat for Leeds United, people. You saw what they did against Everton. Smash and grab. People, it's easy. They can defend. They will stay on you. And you know what, people, yeah? My fear with these teams, with teams like Leeds, yeah? They don't score much goals, people. They're not the team to score, you know, 1, 2, 3. No, they're not that team. But you know what? They are that team that actually defend astutely. That's the kind of team Leeds are. They will defend the fort till death. Yeah. And if Arsenal, with what we saw against Manchester United, dilly-dallying and having one of the worst performances I've seen in literally 11 years of my life. Yeah, people. Yeah. That was one of the worst Arsenal football I've seen, people. If we think we are going to carry on what we did against Leeds United, against Manchester United, and carried over to that game against Leeds, people were going to be smashed up. They're going to frustrate us. They're not going to score many goals. They're not going to score goals, but they're going to frustrate us. Because you know why? Because this manager, yeah, apart from not getting the recruitment right, this manager's tactics stinks. It stinks. This manager is yet to prove to us, Arsenal fans, that he could actually beat teams that keep an extreme low block, people. So just imagine if Leeds come down to the Emirates, people, and say, you know what, yeah, we have to respect Arsenal's midfield. So let's go on a low block. Let's do something that we do know that's gonna work. And you know what, yeah, many teams have come down to the Emirates and posed questions to Mikel Arteta. Do you know how to break a low block? And people, like last season, yeah, we drew about maybe 14 games last season. Go ask them. Those are questions that they genuinely asked Mikel Arteta. Can you break a low block? Please, ask your manager. Ask your manager if he answered those questions correctly, because I haven't seen us literally make low block teams pay the price heavily. I've never seen it. And this is a bigger problem. We don't know how to break teams that play an extreme low block. So if Leeds come on and play an extreme low block at the Emirates, people, these guys will defend the fort till death. We can't even beat a Man United side that's in disarray with no defenders. Manchester United didn't have Mazraoui. Nassar Mazraoui wasn't there. People, the Butcher wasn't even in that Manchester United squad. Who's the best defender? He wasn't there. And yet, we couldn't smack those people up. We played stinky football. I'll take the 3 points any day. People, that's where I deviate from many other people. I'll take the 3 points. I would have routed it. But you know we came out there with a stinky performance. And if you take that same stinky performance and go down to the Emirates where we play Leeds and they decide, okay, let's keep a low block. People, we're not breaking that low block. Because I don't trust the manager. And forget even trust, you don't even have to trust the manager. You just need to look at what we have. And then you look at Noni Madueke. When he came on in that game against Manchester United, man was playing left back. Man was, oh my days, people, oh God. Man was playing left back, people. People, I want something to inspire me. At Arsenal, inspire me. Give me something positive. God, people. I need to go through the charts, people. I mean, I'm so pained. I'm not happy. I'm so bitter about what happened to Kai Havertz. And it's got me questioning a whole lot of things. I'm questioning our manager's techniques. How do you train? Because that is a literal question that should come out from all this mess that's going on. How do you train? How do you train? Do you train in such a manner that most of the players are tired and give up so easily? Because you know what, yeah, people, I saw an element of fatigue. I saw an element of fatigue in that game against Manchester United. Why are they so tired? How? Why are they tired? Are the training methods so difficult and not sustainable? We need to ask these questions. I mean, Godfrey is here. He says most of the games we drew were from winning positions. Godfrey. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Godfrey. Oh, Godfrey hits. Then, oh my God. Yeah. I mean, the coffin is out there, and Godfrey just put the dead bodies down there and hit the coffin with the nails, and just put the dead bodies down there. Godfrey. Those people, those draws were from winning positions. Literally games that we would have won last season turned into draws just because our manager doesn't know how to break low block teams. And we will be meeting one of the biggest teams that knows how to keep an extreme low block when they come and face us on Saturday. I just hope Mikel Arteta has an answer to that. I hope he has an answer to that. People, I hope he literally has an answer to that. Kevo Toksubu says, we needed a left back, left winger. And now they say, oh my days, people. Are you listening to Kevo? Go subscribe to that channel, people. Yeah? And it says, watch us get a versatile player who can play all three, because that's what the manager loves. People, I'm not even sure he's going to get anyone. This man might even go tell the owners that, you know what, yeah, Kai is just injured. We'll get Gabriel Jesus up to speed. People, I know this manager. I know this guy. I know Arteta. He would go and tell the owners that Gabriel Jesus will step up his recovery and come on. And by then, the window will be shut. Gabriel Jesus is going to get injured yet again. And people, the misery goes on and on and on. AFC always, please. I literally said I'm gonna ban anyone who actually mentions the name of Nicholas Jackson. People, I don't want to hear that name being spoken on this channel. People, I don't want to hear. People, how many more Chelsea rejects? Because I mean, people, yeah, AFC always big up to you anyway. You know, you're my guy, and I hope you're doing well. AFC always. I heard you're not feeling fine at the time, but I really hope you're doing okay, my brother. You know, I do respect you and everything. But I mean, people, yeah, I don't want to hear Nicholas Jackson. Oh, Kevo talks even Sancho. That's even worse. People, we don't want to hear these names. We all know they failed. All these failed, see, people, yeah, all these failed players. Why are they coming to Arsenal, for crying out loud? Why are we Arsenal fans even mentioning their names? Their names don't even need to be mentioned, people. People, oh my days. Oh my days. Oh my days, people. Look at the weapons. Look at the weapons Manchester City is acquiring for an onslaught on the league. And man, yeah, we're talking about Jackson to come and oh my days. Oh. We're even talking about Sancho. Oh my days, people. I've heard it all. We're finished, people. See, Arsenal as a football club, we're done. We're finished. See, people, just lock up the door. Just throw away the keys, people. Throw it all away. Just throw it away. I mean, there's something stinky about this football. See, people, people, literally, yeah, there's something rotten. I really do think that we're cursed in this football club. I mean, I think the club is literally cursed. People, Vinay, do you know what it means, yeah? For a top brass member of your management to go to your biggest rivals. People, let this sink in. Let this sink in. Do you know what it means? Big up to Even. Even is down here. Says, what's your take on? I want him out. Even, I want him out. I want him out. This manager can't do anything for us. It's injuries left, right, and center. This man should be bundled out by November so that we can actually pick up the pieces and know where the hell we are. See, people, we have a great team. The problem there is that people are telling me that, oh, we don't have a good. I think we do have a good team. It's all a lie. It's the manager. He doesn't know how to manage. He doesn't know how to. If you give this team to an Ancelotti, he wins the league easy. People, even with that Victor Gyökeres, we're coming to second. What does that tell you? It tells you that with a half-decent manager who's got a brain, we are going to win the league, people. We'll smash up the Champions League. See, people, you can't tell me that this is not the best defense in Europe for the past 3 seasons. You can't tell me that. Arsenal's defense has been the best defense for the past 3 seasons. When you have a good defense like that, when you have at least a half-decent midfield, people, yeah, and you have a good attacking, you see, even goals from Saka and a more potent striker like a Gyökeres wins you the league easy with that defense, people. With that defense. People, there's something stinky about what's going on in this football club, and I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. If you go to all these big channels, they're all lying through the teeth. They want an Arsenal fan who would come and lie to the public that everything is going on well, that Kai Havertz injury means nothing. It's all a lie. It's people, it's a facade. It's all lies. It's not true. We have a big problem at the football club, and things need to change. We have a big issue at the football club. People, nearly up to £200 million was given to this manager, and yet we can't even have a style of play or clear identity of how we play to even impose Manchester United that doesn't even have legs in midfield and have a moribund, people, defense. This is not good. I mean, people, yeah, this is not good. It's not good enough. You can't be going into the next season with Kai Havertz down and out, and then you're talking about Gabriel Jesus. You're going to bring him up to speed. Bring him up to speed to do what? To get injured again. And there's even still that bigger problem of, okay, good. Even if you give the manager more money to go into the market to even bring in a player, how are we sure that the manager isn't going to go spend the money on someone who is completely useless again? I mean, people, we've seen Noni Madueke, yeah, people. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna be the one to actually flog Noni Madueke. It's not his fault. But I mean, look at that game in Manchester, yeah. I mean, just look. Just look. No outlet, can't hold the ball. I mean, it's literally poor. It's literally poor. And again, yeah, see, people, yeah, sometimes, yeah, the football club has to give you something positive to actually run with. Not everyone wants to be bitter on their channel. I don't want to be bitter on my own channel. This channel was built on positivity. But yet, people or the football club has to give you something positive to run with. They have to give you a positive narrative to run with, because every other thing you'll be saying, if you're a channel that's built on fact, you are going to be lying to the people that's listening to you. It will be all like, just imagine, after we've seen Nordgaard injured, yeah, thrown away for a mysterious illness, has a medical condition, and the football club hasn't really told us what that medical condition is, but it's out of contention anyway. And then you wake up early in the morning, yeah. Just imagine you're an Arsenal fan, yeah, and then you wake up early in the morning, you go to work, you come back, and then you open your phone, and all what you're seeing is Kai Havertz being hurt after just one game. Now, tell me, I mean, big up to Albury. Everyone's opinion is actually welcomed in my channel. Yeah? Be you positive, be you negative, anything you want to say. You're very free. Everyone must have their own say, and I respect it. We don't have to actually come up with the same ideas or opinion, but I do respect what you would say, and I'll tackle what you said. But again, the football club has to give us something positive to run away with, and then you wake up early in the morning after you've seen that note card wasn't in the team that went to Manchester. Yeah, Max Dorman nowhere to be found, and we have a left side that's so stinky that nothing good can come out from there. Nothing from there. Yeah, and then you wake up early in the morning, you go to work, you come back, you open the news, and the next thing you're seeing is Kai Havertz injured. Like, people, even if you want to be the emblem of positivity for your own football club, even if you want to be the go-to guy for people to say, oh, he's the most positive Arsenal fan I've seen. Like, when you see these things, yeah, would you rather sit and lie to the people that come to watch your channel that everything is going to be all right, that we are going to win the league? That makes you a liar. It makes you a pop and plain liar. Because it's not true and it's not factual. So now we don't even see, the injuries are not even the problem. It is, what is Arsenal going to do? How can we respond to what has happened right now? That's the problem. How are we going to respond? And do you trust the manager to actually go and actually do something? People, under this manager, Tottenham Hotspurs will be the strongest ever under the regime of Mikel Arteta. Let that sink in. Let that sink in, people. Yeah, bro, I really love Arsenal. I breed for this football club. I love this football club. And I want us to win. I want us to win. I want us to go to places. So yes, I do love this football club. I do love this football club. And Godfrey said, getting spawned by a man. Oh my days, people. Godfrey, I mean, there's some points you bring in, yeah? I mean, it's just pure truth. Did you guys see how Ahmad? Oh my days. Did you see what he did to Nani Madueke, people? Oh my days. Oh my days. Ahmad took them to the dry cleaners. Oh my God. People, did you see what Mbeumo? People, did you see what Mbeumo did to Calafiori? It took him, Jesus Christ, my friend, my brother. E. Ross is on the channel. Big ups to you. See, people, E. Ross, whenever he comes to the channel, he's my guy. I like his presence on my channel. He gets a po. E. Ross in the building. Big up to you, E. Ross. I mean, see, people, yeah. See, people. How many more Arsenal players need to drop? How many more players need to drop like flies? Yeah? Before we're going to get a grip and know what we can do. See, it's not sustainable, people. This is a big blow. We need to ask questions. What kind of trainings are these guys doing in the train that's making them drop like flies? Why is Notgard a new signing? People, let me know when you've seen Notgard drop like a fly in Brentford. He's a hard guy. See, people, even looking at Notgard, he's a hard guy. I hardly see him get injured at Brentford. And Brentford play defensive football where you have to be at the back end, receiving back end of lots of tackles. He never gets injured. Why is it when he comes to Arsenal, he gets a medical condition. People, people, because, do you understand what I'm talking about? Why is oh my days, why is Kai Havertz done with a knee injury? Why? See, people, sometimes you just need to ask these questions. It's not all about singing kumbaya and say everything is okay and clap for Mikel Arteta when you get 3 points with a stinky win. Sometimes you need to ask these questions. And our brother that says Madueke is good player, but I've not said he's not a good player. See, people, I don't peddle in that. Madueke is he's a victim of certain circumstances. I really feel that Mikel Arteta has brought him to this football club to suffer. Noni Madueke is going to suffer at this football club because the manager doesn't know. See, people, our manager doesn't know how to use players. And this is my biggest fear. I don't want this manager to actually, don't tell me you don't know how to use Victor Gyökeres. You've been a manager, for the past 5, 6 top, as in a top flight, in top flight, English football. You've been the manager, You should know how to use certain players. Even Madueke, Maraska tried to even get something out of it. But I'm seeing the way the manager even used Madueke. You can't even get anything from him if you use him that way. He's not going to get anything for you. Bro, Madueke was playing left back. These things, sometimes the manager has to give you some certain kind of confidence to roll with. This is bad. This is bad. It's not good enough. And the names I'm hearing Nicholas Jackson, people. Nicholas Jackson. People, haven't we taken enough Chelsea rejects into this football club? Haven't we done enough damage in this football club? Haven't Chelsea rigged enough? When would Arsenal come up and say, enough is enough? We've been linked to people. I don't want to see Nicholas Jackson in this football club. I really don't want to see him down here, people. Nothing. No more Chelsea reject. But people, if I were Arsenal right now, I would go down to Crystal Palace and hijack that deal for Eze going to Spurs. How about that, people? Arsenal, go and hijack that deal of Eze going to Tottenham right now. Go and hijack it. It says, bro, no, it's not bad. Martinelli, oh my God, Martinelli is stinky, bro. Martinelli is stinky, bro. Not good enough. Not good enough. Voodoo Dog Gaming is down here. It says, I'm still annoyed about Sunday performance, Tony. Hopefully what we saw was a one-off. We're now living on a prayer. See, people, we are now living on a prayer. We're now praying for us not to actually have this kind of performance against Leeds, people. And there's a problem when you're living on a prayer in the second game of the season. You can think of living on a prayer in the first, maybe after 20 games. And then you start living on a prayer for your team to actually sustain what they've done in the first 20 games, but not. You just started the league campaign and we're living on a prayer from the go. It doesn't make sense at all. Godfrey says Liverpool prepared to smash the transfer record in one window while we're out here procrastinating. Yep, Godfrey, we're out here dilly-dallying and deceiving ourselves. Liverpool have got people. In fact, if you even want to investigate, when was the last time that Liverpool went on a splurge like this? It's been a long time I've seen them as in go out on a splurge. They hardly splurge on players. But they won the league last season, and there's much urgency. There's much urgency, both in the style of recruitment and in the way they sense the kind of talent they need in the football club. Yeah. They sensed that Ritz was out there and that he was going to suit this style. Tap, tap, boom, they get him. They had a sign that Ekitike would actually hit the ground running if it comes to the Premier League. Tap, tap, boom, they go get Ekitike. No haggling, no, see people, no procrastination here. Just they think and they did. And then they brought in Ekitike. Ekitike has hit the ground running. Yet our manager goes to go bring in the most little striker in the whole of Europe. And then you don't want to bring in someone who would actually set this guy on the run. Everyone who have watched Victor Gyökeres understands that he needs passes. You need to feed him passes. You need to feed him the ball and set him on the run for him to produce anything. Set him up 1v1, 1v2 with defenders, and he will literally run at them, bulldoze them, have his way, and score goals for you. But right now, we're making Victor Gyökeres look like an Oreo, running all across the pitch and allowing this rival fans to just talk smack about him. How in God's name is that fair? To even a new signing we brought into the football club. People, we need to get a grip. We need to get a grip of what people. People, another, oh my days, people. Another thing, yeah, is Kivior, people. FC Porto are asking that Arsenal give them Jakob Kivior on loan, people. On loan, people. In lieu of buying him after the loan deal ends. People, yeah, why can't we just do business outrightly? Why can't we just sell players for what they're worth and get their worth and use it to do other things, people? Why can't we sell off Nelson? Get a reasonable fee. Why can't we sell Alexander Zinchenko and get something in our hands and use it and go and get Rodrigo? Why can't we sell someone like Jakob Kivior and get full £30 million cash and use it and go for Rodrigo? Right now, people, there is a market chance for Rodrigo. Did you guys watch that matchup against Real Madrid, people? And see what happened? Rodrigo is out there right now, yeah? Real Madrid needs a goal against Osasuna. And this manager in Alonso never even thought of bringing him on to actually have a go to help them out. What does that tell you if you're an Arsenal fan? It tells you that there's a market chance, a market space for someone like Rodrigo. The manager doesn't trust him. Why can't you just go, Arsenal, right now that you've lost Eze to our biggest rivals, which is Tottenham Hotspurs, and go and knock on that door. Go and knock on that door of Real Madrid and ask them to give you Rodrigo. Big ups, big ups. Hey, Kai Havertz is in the charts. My guy, my brother. People, I mean, Kai Havertz, he has a wonderful Arsenal channel. I've not been seeing it anywhere online. I know he's been busy. But someone said Martinelli loves the sport of running, not football. If I came in, you would play in his place. I would be better than him. Yeah, Martinelli has been stinky. Left for me, I would even put Madueke down there on the left. At least I know someone would directly get the passes in the box rather than running, trying to take on players and lose the ball. And then we have nothing that goes into the box. Ronnie Madueke is even more direct. When he gets the ball, he doesn't want to dilly-dally. He wants to cross the ball in. I would just give Noni a chance in that left-hand side and keep Martinelli on the bench. I mean, stinkers upon stinkers upon stinkers. And yet Martinelli walked straight into the first 11. I mean, where is that done? Where is that done? Yeah. So Martinelli needs to sit on the bench. Teach him a little bit of a lesson. Yeah, people. Teach him a lesson. Just a little bit. Yeah. And put in Noni Madueke down there. So at least, let's see something different. I mean, to try the same thing again and again and again, it only makes us stupid, people. Sometimes you just have to try something different, innit? Try something different. You can literally just leave Noni Madueke down there for the first 60 minutes. Let's see if he could recapture something different. What I know, when he was at Chelsea, yeah, he gets at the end into dangerous areas. He's always hogging the byline. He's always hogging, that left wing or the right wing, no matter where Chelsea put him. He gets into dangerous positions while he was at Chelsea, although the end product was a big taller ask for him. And I do understand that, no problem. But again, we have a little striker in this football club. Why not just put Noni Madueke down there and let him be a left winger? Not a left back, but a left winger. Because, bro, in that Manchester United matchup, the pressure was too much for Noni Madueke down there. He just had to run back to become a left back. I mean, this club is so stinky in some of its operations. And Mikel Arteta is the face of that operation. And I have a problem with it. Because if Ancelotti is in this football club, or a big-time manager who understands what it means to win is in this football club, a winner would win with this football club. People. We got Luis Enrique winning the Champions League and winning the league double with that team, with that Kylian Mbappe, people. A more weakened PSG side without Kylian Mbappe and still won the league. Make those little guys their stars. What can we boast of this manager? Rather than injuries, excuses, you go into the market, you can't bring in players that can help us win. You have a market chance in bringing in Eze into the football club. You totally fluff your lines. Not good enough, people. Totally not good enough. Kai Havertz says here, Merino at center forward, bro. Oh, Mikel will be happy as he can give him more minutes to keep him happy instead of hitting pockets. Oh my days. Oh, Kai Havertz. He hits the nail, people, and it hurts. It hits the nail and it hurts, people. So, people, yeah, I literally want to see if Stan Kroenke, you know what, yeah, we have the money. Let's go and bring in a replacement. What is the first player in your minds, people, that we can go get to replace Kai Havertz right now? Any of you have any idea of who we can go and knock on the door to? Which football club can we go and knock on their door right now and say, give us this striker? Which striker will that be, people? Talk to us and let's know. I just want to see a couple of names. Godfrey said something. It says, Rice looking knackered since Bilbao. Yeah. I mean, Declan Rice, it completely left Subimendi open for my liking. It left him open, like totally open. and Zubimendi just looked, just looked lost trying to protect our back four. Because usually Zubimendi is that guy that would literally control the cadence of the game, control space, and that literally calm the game down. And he could also do that also while creating at times and also while protecting the back four. But I mean, big ups to the assembled who is down here, man. Afternoon, everyone. Oh, the assembled. I know you've seen the news, the assembled. I know you're pissed. The assembled. When are we gonna quit? Yeah, because see, yeah, people, yeah, Arsenal fans are one of the strongest in the world, people. The kind of news we get every day. Just imagine someone like Godfrey and the assembled, yeah. Just sleeping, yeah, trying to have a snack. People, yeah, after a hard day, yeah, and you're just trying to have a snack, yeah, and then Arsenal news pop on, and then they say our centre forward is injured, Kai Havertz is injured, and you're just trying to have a snack, and Arsenal is that thing, yeah, that literally gives you happiness, yeah, and then you go to the football club news, and then you just see that your striker who should actually complement the striker that you've brought in is injured. How do you literally feel? Big ups to Elias. Elias is in the house. Big ups to you, Elias. Elias, how you doing, man? Elias, Kai Havertz is injured. What should Arsenal do? What should we do? Godfrey says, get me Ole Watkins. People, do you think Ole Watkins is the guy to help us out? That's a good name. That's a good name. If you think about it, that's a good name. And you know what, people? Yeah, the good thing there is that Aston Villa are also in the run in for. They've inquired about Jakub Kivior. So, Arsenal, would you rather say Jakub Kivior go down to Aston Villa while Villa gives us Ole Watkins in return? So I don't know. Or do we just go get 30 million straight up for Jakub Kivior? Yeah, people. All these things, yeah. Even that Ole Watkins, does Mikel Arteta like him? Because the thing there is that we've been linked, yeah, to Ole Watkins lots of times in this football club. Lots of times, many times. I can't remember how many times every window when we've been linked with Ole Watkins. But what happens? This manager doesn't bring him. But yet, when we were linked to Noni Madueke, tap, tap, boom, easily this manager brings in Noni Madueke, even without wasting time. So I do believe that it is unless this manager is simply totally sold on you. He has his grip on this football club so tight, yeah, people, that he makes a decision himself for his own self-improvement, his own self-aggrandizement. It's like these players are his own personal toys. Yeah, I don't think he wants to bring in an Ole Watkins. And that's why this manager, see, people, this manager is going to fail us yet again. Yet again. My moderator in the assembled says something here. It says, the timing of this injury is impeccably timed. Trossard signs a pointless contract. People, now read and listen. The assembled is on session. See, people, read this again. Read this again, people. The timing of this injury is impeccably timed. Trossard signs a pointless contract. Jesus back in January. Gyökeres scoring goals assisted by Odegaard. Yet Spurs are signing Eze. People, let that first part sink in. Yesterday, we all woke up to the news that Trossard has actually agreed to sign a new deal for the football club, right? In it, yeah? And then today, we're being given that knockout punch that Kai Havertz is injured and he'll be missing in action. I mean, you can just see, yeah, Arsenal knows how to put the news out there. They know how to do these things, yeah, to just I mean, clap for Arsenal. Clap for Arsenal, people. Clap for Arsenal. Josh Kamba Boombayaka. Big ups to Josh Kamba Boombayaka. It says best sports channel in the world. Big ups to you, Josh Kamba Boombayaka. That's my brother. Big ups to you, man. How are you doing, Josh Kamba? Hope you're okay. Big ups to you, Yakaboom. That's my guy. That's my bro. Big things popping, and God bless you, my bro, man. Hope you're doing good. Josh Kamba, hope you're doing good. You know, so people, yeah, I mean, when you check and see, shout out to Elias who was here and said hi. Big up to you. I don't know, man. I don't know. Shout out to Godfrey. I mean, Godfrey has been holding the fort for me down here in the absence of one of my most trusted people in the assembled, because the assembled hasn't been here for a while. And Godfrey, let me see if Godfrey is also a new moderator. I have up to at least 5-6 moderators just in case just in case my head moderator, the assembled, isn't here, so others can also help out. And Godfrey is also a member of this channel and also my new moderator too. So big ups to Godfrey and big ups to my head moderator, the assembled. The assembled says big ups to Godfrey. And of course, the assembly says, Tony, how did Havertz get injured? Bro, I don't know. He didn't. After the matchup, he didn't turn up for training yesterday. They were supposed to have training yesterday. He didn't turn up for the training. And the news just kind of filtered through that Kai Havertz has been hit with a knee injury. Now it's the knee. Mind you, he suffered another injury last season where he had to go for surgery. Now, that's a bigger problem. Elias says, give me Lukman. I mean, we're also being linked to Lukman today, but I mean, Elias, we can hardly believe these things. We can't believe it because it looks like we're allergic to bringing in amazing players to the football club. Do you trust any more money in the hands of Mikel Arteta? Do you think if you give Mikel Arteta 100 million, do you think right now it's going to do what is going to... Do you think he's going to do the best thing with that amount of money? I mean, he was given extra 50 million and see what happened. He went to go bring Noni Madueke from Chelsea Football Club. So this manager has a history of wasting and wallowing and just squandering our resources on players that are not actually better than what we already have. And that's a more bigger problem when you are spending the money on players that cannot actually improve what you actually have right now. That's the bigger problem. It's good and okay when you go bring in a player, even if we don't know the player, yeah, but the player is a big, massive improvement on what we have, or slightly at par with what we have, slightly at par with what we have. But the recurring routine is that we are bringing in more players that are more worse, people that are more worse than what we have. Noni Madueke, I'm sorry, people, yeah. It shouldn't be in this football club. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. We should have gone for Lukman. If it's, I mean, people, I like Lukman, Elias, I like Lukman. We should have actually spent that money on Lukman. How about that? And do you know what, yeah? Lukman is actually looking to be sold for about 45 million pounds, people. Let that sink in. Noni Madueke is coming down here with about 50 million plus. Definitely some add-ons that Chelsea added into it. We're in trouble, people. The Assembled says, is it possible that he was carrying something as he bulked up? Too much pressure on his knees. Yeah, of course. That's a big, massive possibility. The Assembled. I mean, he went on, he packed on the weight. Trying a bit, and I understand that. Yeah, that he was very, very lanky, and there's always that pressure to actually bulk up and add up more muscles so that you can be able to bully players, in a way. I could really understand that. But again, you need to understand your body. Sometimes you just need to understand your body physiology to just know how this is going to work, with you when you do intend to do those things, and what will be the side effect. Maybe Kai Havertz is literally dealing with the side effect of actually bulking up. But again, I don't think so. I've seen many players bulk up. I've seen players who are naturally bulked up, and they rarely get into this kind of horror injuries. Like Gyökeres is hardly injured. He plays almost every time, and he's bulked up. He could actually, literally bully players. I'm literally thinking it's our training methods. Our training methods is putting a strain on these players. That's what I think, and that's why we should be able to look into the training methods of Mikel Arteta. We should be able to question these methods, because I think that's where the problem lies. Maybe he's getting them to do too much, because I saw the way these players played in that game against Manchester United, and I couldn't recognize them. It was so hard for Declan Rice to run. It was so hard for Martinelli to keep up pace. It was so hard for people. Many of the players were struggling on Sunday. So, I mean, you have to put that factor of fatigue to the team as a big problem, to this team. It's a literal problem to this team. If you ask me, it's a big problem for this team. I really do think that the training measures is putting a big strain on this team. I mean, not got out with a medical condition, everything disclosed, no one knew anything about it. Suddenly again, Max Doman is out. I don't know how he's out or whether he can't play. I don't know. Someone give me reasoning to why Max Doman wasn't even down there to play. Jurrien Timber, I really do think Jurrien Timber is playing with an injury, people. I mean, my theory might be wrong, but people, I don't think Timber is even playing 100%. Hence, he had to come in the second half of that game, innit? We all saw it. So I don't think it's fit. People, today, Kai Havertz, down and out, knocked with a knee blow. People, yeah. The campaign hasn't even started, and Arsenal players have started dropping like flies. Make that make sense, people. Make that make sense. Make that make sense, people. It doesn't make sense at this point. And now, even if we do even think, okay, good, let's go buy a player, who do we bring that this manager would like? I mean, you can stay there and say Ole Watkins. We all know the manager doesn't like Ole Watkins. We've talked about Eze. He doesn't like Eze. If he likes Eze, he would have done what it takes to bring Eze down to the football club. He doesn't. And that's why Spurs have stolen the match, put down the money, and gone to buy Eze. Because they appreciate him better. Arsenal never went to the drawing board. Arsenal never went to the boardroom of Crystal Palace and asked for Eze. No, they didn't do it. All those things were all machinations of corrupt journalists. Yeah? All lies, all bitter lies, not true, not factual. We never went to Crystal Palace. We never asked them for Eze. We never bid for him. We were never interested in him. manager doesn't like him. Let's be frank about it. If the manager likes someone, he goes for that person. He would rather go there with no arguments. Look at Noni Madueke. He likes Noni Madueke for some reason. And he goes there and put up the whole 50 million. People, he didn't even argue about that. He just went down there, paid for Noni Madueke, and took his thing and came down to Arsenal. So it's a fact that if the manager likes you, it goes bonkers for you. He will drop the cash for you. This manager doesn't like Eze. This manager doesn't like Ole Watkins. If not, it would have gone for all these people, brought them to the football club, fortified our club, and get us to somewhere that we need to be. And now I'm asking the same question. We are talking about Rodrigo right now. You need to ask yourself, does this manager like Rodrigo? I like Rodrigo. You as a footballing person down there in the charts likes Rodrigo. Does the manager like Rodrigo? These are the questions you need to ask rather than just reading these links every day. And then we don't really know what we're getting. We don't really know if the football club is even actually having discussions with Real Madrid, or they're not doing anything at all. So either way, it's not fair to us if you calculate it in that way and in that fashion. The Assembled says something here. Arsenal are disappointed from the start of the season. Instead of January to February, Arteta's job is safe. Pay rise on its way. Ridiculous, people. People, Arsenal have gone to agree a deal with Trossard, who just a couple of days ago was on his way out of the football club. Make that make sense. Just make that make sense. And actually, they're actually increasing his money, people. So, in other words, more money for Trossard to keep dishing out stinkers on the left-hand side for us. At this point, people, yeah, we as Arsenal fans, we just need something positive. We need some positive news. Everything seems bad. Injuries everywhere. And then you look at other football clubs and what they're trying to do and what they've already done. They're bringing in killers to their football club. They're looking on consolidating on what they already have. And these teams have already won league titles already. Teams like Liverpool have already won the league. And they're thinking of actually consolidating it. They're thinking of going for Isaac. People, how about going for Isaac? I mean, people, I'm seeing these names being talked about out here, yeah? And I'm like, why are these Arsenal fans? I mean, I'm seeing someone, I'm in a WhatsApp group here, and people are talking about Sancho. People are talking about Nicholas Jackson. People, how about putting your money where your mouth is and talking about a player like Isaac? Does Liverpool have two heads? Why can't we go and talk to Newcastle? Actually, Arsenal and Newcastle are in good trade relations. How about that? Yeah? There was one of our players that went there. What's that guy's name? When you guys remember the name, please let us know. But we gave them one of our players. I can't remember when last they bought a player from Liverpool. We have good relations with Newcastle. Why can't we go to Newcastle right now and say, come on, brothers, see, yeah, this is what we're going to do. We want Isaac. How much does Isaac cost? Joe Willock, thank you. Oh, Godfrey, saves me yet again. Yes, Joe Willock, exactly. Yeah, we have good relations with them. I mean, this club, yeah, we're like saying good relations, innit? We want to keep good relations with Real Sociedad, want to keep good relations with all these, football clubs. We have good relations with Newcastle. We actually sold them Joe Willock for a pittance. People, Why can't we go to Newcastle right now and hijack that Isaac deal to Liverpool and get Isaac to this football club? We can do it. We're a big football club. Why can't we get Isaac in this football club? Big up to Ire Öztürk says hi. Big up to you, Ire. Ire, are you from Turkey? I like Galatasaray. That's my football club down there in Turkey. And I visit Turkey almost every year. I visit Turkey. You know, Turkey is a lovely place. If you're Turkish, please let me know. Subscribe to the channel and show me some love. Godfrey's down here and he says, Isaac and Gyökeres, people, listen. Listen. When people that know ball are talking in the charts, just listen. Can you people listen? Yeah. Godfrey says, Isaac and Gyökeres in a 4-4-2, I can see just in vision. People, yeah, we have a dead manager. The manager is brain dead. That's what I've come to understand. I mean, and Godfrey, it's easy for even you to talk about 4-4-2. When last have you seen this manager play a 4-4-2? Godfrey, I'm waiting for you. When was the last time you saw our manager engage in a 4-4-2? When? Can't remember. I can't remember. The Assembled says the injuries in training are completely unacceptable. Accidents do happen, but we seem to do nothing to prevent them. Prevention is better than cure, apparently. So why are Arsenal always having to find a cure? Bro, there is no even cure. See, people, yeah, I think Arsenal, I think our club is cursed, bro. I think our club is cursed, bro. It's cursed. I mean, at the start of the season, yeah. Why are they crumbling like flies, people? It's like we're being mashed up, people. Injuries everywhere, and more is gonna come, people. I mean, it's good and okay to say Gabriel Jesus is gonna come back by January. No, he's gonna get injured again in January. If he comes back at the start of January, latest after 2-3 games in January, he's going to be banged up and he's going to go back to the injury treatment table. People, do you know why? Because we've seen it. We have the evidence of this happening. It's going to happen again. This club doesn't just learn. We don't learn. We don't learn. They say he's going to come back by January, but people like me know that even if Gabriel Jesus comes back by January, he's going to go back injured again that same January after 2 games. It's clear. Well, we all know it. It happens. We know this. And Godfrey, to that my answer says, never has, people. So, I mean, we can sit down here, yeah, Godfrey, Assembled, and everyone in the chat, Elias, and we can say this manager could play 4-4-2. It's going to deaf ears. This manager doesn't understand what it means to tactfully and tactically change the framework of a team to his own advantage. Even if this man is a dying man, he's gonna die on his shield. He's gonna be so stubborn to change his framework. He's gonna be so stubborn to change his style of play than to actually save his head or save his job. He's so stubborn. He's stuck up on his ways. He's stuck up on his framework. He's stuck up on his style of play. And it is coming at a detriment to Arsenal Football Club. Ire says, yes, I'm in Turkey and I'm a Galatasaray fan. Yeah. Gala. See, yeah, people. Arsenal, I mean, yeah, we did bring in Victor Gyökeres, but I mean, I would have liked to bring in Victor Osimhen. How about that? Victor Osimhen. I mean, I love Victor Osimhen. Yeah. He would have been, the best striker to bring down to the Arsenal, because Victor Osimhen, Is a goal threat everywhere. He's tall, he's 6 foot plus, he can head the ball, he's a fighter, he's a traditional finisher, he uses both legs. I mean, he's not, he's an athletic guy. I don't want to say, I don't want to say he's not this big kind of a guy, but of course his tall is lanky, but he has an athletic frame. He can actually he can stock up into challenges. Yeah. He scores penalties quite well. His hold up play. I'm talking of Victor Osimhen, who plays for Galatasaray. He could hold up play. And again, he's a winner. People always forget that when you win trophies, yeah, and help teams win trophies, there's this kind of class that comes with it. There's this kind of knowing, understanding that comes with it. He's a winner. He's won the Italian Serie A. He's gone to Turkey. He's shot at the ceilings down there in Galatasaray, and he's a great player. But when he was available, why didn't Arsenal go for him? And now you're bringing in people. Now you're bringing in Victor Gyökeres, and you're not giving him the tools to work with. Then why bring him in the first place when you're not going to bring in the tools to actually help Victor Gyökeres score goals? Like, it doesn't make sense. The way we do our business, it doesn't make sense. The way the way we're moving here, it's mad. It's mad. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Ire says, "Oh, Sane, Icardi." I mean, people, yeah. If we could have brought in Sane, I mean, isn't he better than everything we have down that left hand side? It's better than everything we have down there. But people called him stinky. People said he's not good enough. But look at him play for Galatasaray and tell me that Sane isn't good enough. Ire says, Sane, Icardi, Osimhen, in Gala, we are waiting. Edison, inshallah. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Because Galatasaray, yeah, when they move in the market, yeah, bro, they're incisive. They're moving mad in the market. And they could get anything. They could make anything happen. They could make anything happen because they're serious. But my own football club, we're not serious in the transfer window. We're not serious about bringing in players that will literally help this team. I mean, how could we just allow Eze to walk straight into the arms of Tottenham Hotspurs? How could we just allow Tottenham to have any form of communication with Manchester City when we and Manchester City are in good relations? When we and City are in good relations, and then you leave Savio to have a grown man talk with Tottenham Hotspurs. Is Arsenal okay? You have good relations with Crystal Palace because we've done business with them. We've given them our players, Eddie Nketiah, Sambi Lokonga. See, people, we've done grown men business with Crystal Palace. So we have good relations with them, innit, people? But yet we allow Tottenham Hotspurs to steal the match on Eze over our heads. And now they are getting Eze, and we're left with an injury-riddled Arsenal team going into the campaign in the second game. Our second striker is injured. Our backup defensive midfielder is completely banged up with a medical condition that we don't know yet. We have a goalkeeper. We have an optional goalkeeper that we've not really tested yet in the top flight. We have our left back position that we still don't know who's our left back. Is it Miles Lewis Kelly? Is it Calafiore? We don't know anything about that yet. We still have a Declan Rice that we don't really know where he's playing. We don't know whether we should use him in the six. We don't know whether we should allow him roam about. We don't know to what extent, even if you're using him as a number 8. We don't understand to what extent do we allow him roam before he comes back to help out Zubimendi, so that in certain games, yeah, where they have fast-paced midfielders, it doesn't get lost. Mikel Arteta is supposed to be the one trying out all this shit, but he's not doing it because he's not an elite manager, people. He's not an elite manager, and we have these problems. The Assemble says something here. It says, I find Arsenal disrespectful to the fan base. Oh my days. Oh, the Assembled gets me all the time. Oh, this is true. This is true. He says, I find Arsenal disrespectful to the fan base's intelligence. Exactly. This is an insult on every Arsenal fan's intellect. They're basically telling you, F you. I mean, they're basically spitting on our faces. Like, this is it. Yeah? And my brother the Assemble says, yeah, I find Arsenal disrespectful to the fan base's intelligence. They've divided the fan base while they continue to submerge us with a salvo of lies, exactly lies, treachery, a salvo of lies and subplots that are millions to one chances of happening. And that's true. And part of that plot is Rodrigo signing. They're lying through the teeth that they're interested in Rodrigo. But you and me know that they're all lies. It's not true. Arsenal is not interested in any way. We're not interested in any way about Rodrigo, because you know what? If we are interested in Rodrigo, we'll walk in straight to Real Madrid and go get him, because we've walked in straight to Chelsea and go ask them for him at the wiki and get him even without asking about the price. And people, please don't tell me that we have to sell before we go into the market to go get our target. Don't tell me we have to sell. No. When you're a big football club, you don't have to sell. Tell me, did Manchester United sell their players? What good business in terms of sales, people? Let this sink in. What, in terms of sales, have Manchester United done, yeah, before they went in and got Mbeumo? I'll wait for the answer. What have Manchester United sold before they went to go get Cunha to the team? People, Rashford is still on loan. They haven't even sold him. Rashford is on loan to Barcelona. They haven't sold him. People, Højlund is still in that football club. Højlund, people. He's still in that football club. Zexi is still in that football club, people. People, it's not rocket science. You don't even need to do sales. When you're a big club, you're a big club. You don't even need sales to do big businesses. When you're a big club, you're a big club. Because you know why? Because Manchester United is a big freaking brand. And when you're a big brand, you don't need to worry about sales. All you need to worry about is to make sure you're in the league, you don't get relegated, sell merch to your global fan base, and you're okay. And do your normal businesses, internal club businesses, and make good money enough for you to go bring in the players. And make sure you get 1 or 2 loans here and there to actually help the football club achieve its target. That's what Manchester United have done because they seriously they've not made any money through sales. So you cannot tell me that Arsenal must have sales before we go bring in a big time player. It doesn't make sense at all. What sales do you want us to do? It's all a lie. It's gimmicks. You don't need to sell before you bring in players. You don't need to sell people. It's a lie, a pure lie. And we all know that even if we even do sales, those sales aren't even viable sales anyway. Those sales aren't viable sales. The sales we're doing is sales of 10 million, 12 million, 15 million at best. I mean, poor sales. So that money is not something we're going to be using to go bring in the big time player we need to help the team, people. No. So, people, there's a big problem with the football club, but people will face Leeds. See, people, yeah, that's the thing, yeah, about the Premier League. You might have problems here and there, but despite those problems, you have to play. There's no mercy. No one cares about the injuries you have. All people care about is that you're going to turn up for the Premier League. People, ask yourself again, Arsenal fans, are we really prepared for this season? Because, I mean, these questions here might sound dumb, but I mean, in the grand scheme of things, you just really have to ask yourself these questions. How prepared are we getting into the new season? How prepared are we? Are we really prepared? Do we really have our left back sorted out? Because I'm seeing Calafiori down there being absolutely ripped apart by Mbuemo. Miles Lewis Kelly on the bench. Who is really our right back? Because I'm seeing Mikel Arteta starting off with Benjamin White, when we do know that Julian Timber is our best right back. Are we really ready this season? Are we, Arsenal fans, are we really ready? Who is really our left winger? So now, if Noni Madueke is our left winger, you saw the stinker he dished out against Manchester United. Martinelli is also a certified stinker carrier. Stank up our left wing area. Totally made a public show out of us down that left-hand side. And now we've also re-signed Trossard, who would also play in that left-hand side. So we now have 3 shitty left wingers in the football club. Do you really think this team will go and bring in Rodrigo? Think again, people. Think again. These are all lies. And God help us. God help us, people. God help us. And there's also news that Ademola Lookman, that Arsenal is looking on talking to Ademola Lookman. But I don't really trust those stories. Take those stories with a pinch of salt. I don't really think this football club is looking at doing any other business. I don't think so. Miss Melina says, large up, Tony. Big up to you, Miss Melina. Miss Melina, you're welcome to the show. I'm almost done. But Miss Melina, Kai Havertz, injured. I mean, I don't know what you think about it, Miss Melina. What do you think about it? Kai Havertz injured. So that's one less firepower that we have. And again, see here, people, yeah. And Miss Melina, this also goes to you. It's so easy for people to say, oh, Kai Havertz is shit. Kai Havertz means nothing. He's only a passenger in this team. Is this, is that. But it only takes an injury to him for us to actually see right now that we're left with nothing if Gyökeres gets injured. So we could say anything about Kai Havertz, but now he's injured. We can't say any of those things again. A big up to Miss Miller. She says, I think we will end up playing Trossard 9 or Merino due to this situation. I can't see them getting any attackers even before this injury. Oh, my days, Miss Melina. Miss Melina, even Rodrigo. We need Rodrigo. We need Rodrigo. Oh, my days. Yeah, Trossard in 9 sounds okay, but can this manager use Victor Gyökeres and Trossard in that 9? Are you saying we might have to tweak the system down to a 4-4-2? As this man, when was the last time we saw this manager ever use a 4-4-2? Or do you think the manager is just going to use Gyökeres sparingly and then in the second half bring in Trossard? Which means our left-hand side will still be stinky either way. I mean, Trossard even gives good vibes down that left-hand side than Gabriel Martinelli. He stinks up the place. So, but again, I hear you, Miss Melina. But, oh God, God help us. So, and it's here again. Amadou Bikaye Bar. Big up to you, Mr. Bar. And it says, hello, I'm a Man United fan. And do you agree for the type of match Arsenal did last Sunday? Mr. Bar, no, I don't agree. We didn't play very well, Mr. Bar. I was so angry with the way we played. I thought Manchester United played very, very well. You know, even if many Manchester United fans are not really, I mean, they're not really hyping that performance. I really saw a big performance from Manchester United. They outplayed us on all departments, maybe slightly not our defense, because our defense kept us safe at the end of the day, even if they made us, you know, look weak momentarily. But still, they looked more better than us in almost all departments when we played on Sunday. But I do understand that that was the first game of the season. It was against one of our biggest rivals. So I'll take the 3 points, because the 3 points actually does matter in this situation. And I'm of that school that also believes that it's good and okay, even if you didn't play quite well, always make sure you get the 3 points. But you can't overuse that joker. It's kind of like a wild card. You can't use that wild card over and over again. At some point in time within the season, you have to galvanize the way you play, change your style of play, and make sure you're beating teams convincingly, because you're not just aiming for top 4 or top 2 or top 3. You're aiming for the league title. And when you're aiming for the league title, you don't just go around playing stinky football, trying to, you know, just get certain results in the way we got that result against Manchester United. There are games where you would have to get the full, you know, money in the bank for what you've produced. There's where you have to play good, convincing football to convince not just yourselves, but to convince the fans that, hey, this is our style of play. This is how we want to play. This is our identity as a football club, and this is how we are meant to go. But if you play like the way we played against Manchester United, carry on against Leeds, carry on against teams like Liverpool, at the end of the day, you do know that at the second half of the of the league campaign, you're gonna be found out, and that is the dangers of playing like that, like how we played on Sunday, Mr. Barr. And um, of course, my moderator, the Assemble says, name the player on the left-hand side of the pitch that is actually playing in their strongest position. But bro, I mean, I hear you, but come on, man. Martinelli has always been playing there. Martinelli has always been playing there. Martinelli is not a 9. We've seen him play as a 9. He stank up the place too. Yes, he scored the goals against Chelsea, but I mean, after that, what did he do? So that's a strong position for him. So why hasn't he utilized it? He's been playing there for how many years now? Why hasn't he improved playing in that wing? We've been using him year in, year out. You need to improve, but no improvement down that side. So it doesn't make sense at that point. But again, I hear you though. I hear you though. When you're talking of players like Trossard, who has thrived more as a false 9 or a number 9 at Brighton, I do hear you. You know, Noni Madueke is not a left winger naturally. He plays more on the right when he was in Chelsea, but he has also played in that left-hand side for Chelsea. He gets into dangerous positions, but I'm not saying that his total output from the left-hand side is something to herald in any way, but he gets into dangerous positions. So I don't know. Now, these are the thin lines where you need your coach to be the guy that runs things and runs the operation and make sure that we get to the end point. Godfrey says here, Rodrigo is a maverick, won UCLs, has a winning mentality and personality. Does Arteta want a player questioning his ways? People. That is another thing. We all know that Mikel Arteta enjoys absolute kingship. He's an absolute monarch. So he doesn't need anyone questioning him, and that's why I doubt all this news about Rodrigo. Arsenal have to prove to me that they want to that they're really, really, really interested in bringing in Rodrigo. And there's no other bigger sign Arsenal would rather have than the sign of Real Madrid playing against Osasuna yesterday, needing someone from the bench to at least come in to give them a goal. And Alonso never looked to Rodrigo for any answers yesterday. He left him on the bench. That's to tell you that he doesn't value Rodrigo. If you were Arsenal right now, what would you do? You'll be thinking of going down there and bringing in Rodrigo, asking Real Madrid to come to the drawing board and let's talk. After all, you're in good trading relations with Real Madrid. Yet again, another club that we have good interpersonal communications with, and you're not making use of it. They sold us Mesut Ozil. They sold us Odegaard. We're in good relations with that football club. Why can't we go down there and literally have a discussion with them about Rodrigo? What is stopping us from doing that? About talking about Rodrigo and bringing it into the football club, since we've already allowed Eze walk straight into the hands of Tottenham. Mr. Barr says something here. It says, the Assembly says, Godfrey Xhaka left, and so did the balance of the team went. We are right-hand side dependent. Yeah, exactly, man. Overloading Bukayo Saka. And trust me, that kid doesn't even need any of this pressure. Are you even sure Bukayo Saka is even injury free? That's even what I'm even thinking about right now. Because I mean, the kid has been dishing out stinkers recently, yeah, people, yeah. And I'm not impressed with how he has been playing. But rather than actually looking to investigate on how he plays, why don't we investigate if it's fit enough to play? I really do think that Bukayo Saka is playing injured. And people, no, 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 don't tell me that you don't know if he's playing with with an injury. Just go at Jurien Timber, where he came out last season and said Mikel Arteta played him even if he was still injured. We all know this. It has happened because Saka's performance has been so underwhelming these few games, completely disappeared, from the framework, and that's a bigger problem. If because Saka isn't creating as an outlet, you don't have Zubimendi creating. Odegaard is completely has lost the plot. Then where are we? Where are we as a team? Mr. Barr says something here. It says, I noticed this. If Arsenal want to be champion, they have to upgrade her level. And yes, we need to upgrade, Mr. Barr. We really need to upgrade. We need to upgrade our left-hand side. Our left-hand side it's a no-go. It's a no-go. We need something different. And someone like an Eze or Rodrigo could help us out. Arsenal, please go and hijack that Eze deal to Tottenham. That would be the best way to have a good laugh and have one in on our biggest rivals, Tottenham Hotspurs. The Assembled says, question, have Arsenal got any bolt-footed players in midfield? How can we change the direction of play to surprise the opposition? My bro, I don't know, man. We don't have. I don't think we have. The only person closest to that would be, I think Zubimendi plays with both feet, but again, I don't know. Again, I don't know. Zubimendi plays with both feet, actually. But again, I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure. And again, I don't even really think that Arsenal is going to actually even still bring any midfield reinforcements. I don't think so. Um, the Assembly says, Tony, I personally don't blame the players as they're working to a system that contradicts the players' abilities. And of course, I can't dispute that. Big, big, big fact, yeah. It's all on the manager. It's on the manager. Waffle Don is Waffle Don says, man still live. See, my brother, man. I mean, the chart is bumping. The views is bumping. What else do I do? So big ups to you, Waffle Don. Waffle Don says Rice is lost in the A. It is completely lost, my brother, man. And again, when you look at him and look at how he played, yeah, on Sunday, he completely was running everywhere like a headless chicken and left Zubimendi totally on his own. Totally on his own. Just left Zubimendi lost. And that was Zubimendi's first game in this football club in the Premier League. Absolutely no sense. So we even really have to start asking ourselves, is Declan Rice really a 8? I mean, let's don't act as if we question this, other rival fans will say, oh, you have a problem with Declan Rice. He's 100 million plus flop. I mean, people, yeah, you don't need to allow the enemy dictate to you how to improve. We just need to ask a question. Is Declan Rice well suited to play in that 8th position? Because he's not giving us enough. We as Arsenal fans aren't getting enough from him. It's not just enough. We need to query these things. He completely left Zubimendi on his own. He left him alone in the middle of the park to fend for himself, to protect the back four, to also create, while Odegaard was just roaming about, doing nothing, losing the ball all the time. Doesn't make sense at this point, innit? Mr. Barr says, in midfield, Arsenal have a lick of aggressively and confident Partey gave you last season. And I hear you, Mr. Barr. And again, yeah, the balance is thrown away altogether. When we lost Xhaka, we lost any kind of balance we had in that team. When we lost Thomas Partey, right now we now see that Partey was actually doing more in that team than what's been at the eyes. We're not seeing he did a whole lot more in that team. He was the spine of that team. I'm talking of Thomas Partey. It's not really looking strong going forward, isn't it? You know. But again, it's not like I don't think Zubimendi can do stuff in that midfield. He can. But the problem there is that we need to figure out what is Declan Rice's job in that team. Do you really want to pivot, or do you really want him to roam about? Do you really want him to be that eight that is not restricted with his movement? Because if he's running everywhere unrestricted, he opens up that midfield, because Odegaard isn't such a strong figure in that midfield. He's an elusive midfielder, very elusive, and is a passenger in this team. So it leaves Martin Zubimendi overloaded in the middle of the park, because Rice, who's meant to form a certain kind of a pivot code with him, has completely left Martin Zubimendi to fend on his own. Not good enough. And we have, I am the boss. Yeah, I like when people say things like that. Waffle done. I am the boss. Big ups to you. It says, only one team in London. Chelsea, we've won it all. Pride of London, baby. I mean, I am the boss. I mean, we have to say the truth. Chelsea is the team to beat in London. Let's say this. Even if you haven't beaten me in how many years now, you know, but I still do agree that Chelsea are the pride of London. Yeah, you've won so many trophies. You've won more trophies than Arsenal right now in recent years, and you guys are pretty much in a good space. However, I don't think you make top four this season. It's a big ask. But you know, we'll talk about that later on. I still think that Maraska will still need to. I still think he still needs to fine tune this team to play in the way that will make them a complete whole. I agree I agree you've walked up to a point, but I still think you just have new players who still need to gel with each other. I mean, you beat PSG, but that's European football. European football has been stinky for a while, you know. But when you come in domestically, it's something different. And that's why when you played against Crystal Palace, it was different. So you cannot equate what you did in Europe and bring it down to the league. You'll be, I mean, it's a humbler. This league is it's a different ball game altogether. Yeah, a completely different thing altogether. But see, yeah, people, yeah, big ups to everyone who joined me down here. I'll go take a break, eat something, talk to my wife and all that, you know, and get other things going on. And Bar says, when you get the ball all time, Zubimendi is very important. But when you're running about the ball, it's very difficult for him. About Rice, he do more than he do last season. He play six and at the same time. Yeah, I mean, I hear you. It's just what we're talking about right now. Yeah, when we as Arsenal Football Club, we need to understand. Like we need to clearly understand where does Declan Rice play in this team? We need to understand that because I cannot have Declan Rice running about like a headless chicken in this team and exposing Martin Zubimendi. Mind you, people, even if Martin Zubimendi, in my own opinion, is a very classy player and he has the skill set to actually protect our back four, help us out in that number six, not only as an elite passer of the ball with a keen vision of going forward at times, but someone who could also calm the game down a little bit, and bring in a little bit of control and control the speed and cadence of the game. But he could also literally create from the midfield. We've seen him do it. He can do it. It's in his wheelhouse. But if he's restricted to that number six position, I really need to know the role of Declan Rice in the team. If that is Martin Zubimendi's job, then what is Declan Rice's job? Because the sooner we know the job of Declan Rice, if it's an 8 and coming out to help out in that number six at times, if we're going through a pivot, if we're going through interchangeability, I mean, if they're going to be interchangeable with their time in the midfield, then let's know. And to what measure does this happen? Does this just happen all of a sudden, or does this happen in a sustained way? And what's the sustainability of it all? Because we can't have Zubimendi trying to defend and help our back four, and Declan Rice is somewhere running like a headless chicken, trying to get ahead and help the attack, while Zubimendi is out there suffering in the middle of the park, because we have someone who is also a passenger in this team by the name of Martin Odegaard, who isn't bulked up enough to be able to help us out when we're being caught lacking in the middle of the park and we have to run back quickly and swiftly counter attacks or in transitions. I mean, these are big situations, yeah, but I really hope we survive it. I really hope we survive it. Godfrey says, big up, Tony. Yeah, big up, Godfrey. Mr. Bar said, Zubimendi can't protect your back four. He can. I've seen him do it. He's an elite defensive midfielder. I think he can do it. But we need to know, because this is the Premiership, we need to know who are the players around him and their roles in the team. What is Declan Rice's role in the team? What is Odegaard's role in the team? Who is helping him out? What's the framework? What's the structure around Zubimendi when he needs that structure to back him up? Are we running on a pivot? Are we running on, like, what is it? I still don't understand that dynamic between Zubimendi and Declan Rice. Mikel Arteta needs to tell us and open up more about what is going on in that department, yeah? Mr. Barr says, this is the problem. Does Y Rice move more? He play 8 and 6 at the same time? Bro, I don't know. He plays everywhere and he's running everywhere. Sometimes I just think he should do one thing. Just concentrate on one thing and let the other guy concentrate on the other thing. See ya, people. I've been here for over 2 hours, 9 minutes. It's time to take a rest, eat something, yeah, people. Football Legend says, let's talk about soccer. Oh, my days. Oh, Football Legend, we are not ready for that one. We are not ready. If we go into that soccer talk, we might be calling out someone that it's not pretty much the thing to do in these spaces. I mean, to call out Bukayo Saka, I mean, you might be eaten up alive if you try that. But we do know that his performances haven't really been spot on. He's been caught lacking, caught napping a lot of times already, even in preseason games. And in that Manchester United game, a stinky performance. But I would not even really blame Saka. This is the thing, football legend. When you want to bring up that topic, it's going to be a broad topic. We have seen this manager use players even if they're not match ready. How sure are we that Bukayo Saka isn't injured and playing injured and is not fit enough to play? But this manager is actually inducing him and pushing him to get to that field to play. And maybe that's why we're not getting what we should be getting from Bukayo Saka. How about that? So, that's why I would not even like to attempt to even delve into that issue, because I know we do have a manager that isn't trustable when it comes to those situations. He's not a trustable guy. You can trust Mikel Arteta in those situations. We've seen Juri and Timber struggle with injury and yet been put to play on. We've seen Martinelli, who has struggled with injury, being pushed back into the field to play on. We've seen Thomas Partey injured in this team, and this manager gets him up, walks him up, and pushes him, go play. So, so many things we've seen. So we can't even adequately come and say, Saka, this is the problem, because you don't know if Saka is even fit enough to play in the first place. And I hope you understand that, football legend. So it's not in my place right now, until we get to understand. And the good thing about football is that sooner or later, the secret would leak, which is the truth. Till end of last season, Timber came out and said, I was playing while injured. We heard that Thomas Partey has been playing injured. Later on, it came out. Maybe when Bukayo Saka gets injured again, we would know the true story of what's really going on. But for right now, we won't know, because Bukayo Saka is still happy to play, even if he's carrying an injury. And that's a more even bigger problem, because when he gets injured, he's going to need surgery. And guess what? Who's going to play down that right-hand side? Nani Madueke. Bar is still here. Bar says, in this match, Saka have all time look sure, and Dogu, it is very difficult. We should also agree that Manchester United on the day really defended properly. They defended properly. It was very, very difficult to actually get anything done against Manchester United. But again, that's it. Mr. Barr, make sure you subscribe to the channel. People, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And of course, show some love to the channel, yeah, people. And from me and my peoples down here on the channel, we are out, people. I'll catch you people soon. Peace.